Hello and welcome to The Cat and the Parrot. So, Anne-Marie, I want to talk about summarising or looking back or trying to look forward without kind of moving past the fact that the last 14 months have been a very different 14 months. I mean, not just from a safeguarding point of view, but for the students themselves. But from a safeguarding point of view, it's felt very different. Like there's almost been no referrals to suddenly a flood of referrals, and it's been quite a mixed bag, really. How's the take? People been talking to you much about how it's been?
Absolutely.
Reflecting?
It's gone from people who were new DSLs almost being overwhelmed with all the directions of what's happened, to existing very experienced DSLs predicting there's going to be challenges because of the reality of their day job. So I describe it as it depends if you're a savoury or you're a sweet person. So if you're a person who likes your, like burgers or that kind of stuff, in that sense, it's a bit like the hamburger you would have had, the one layer, to then being a quarter pounder with 2 layers. So you had the safeguarding as a bottom burger. The second burger would have been your COVID. Your third burger, making up the Big Mac now, would be, not that I'm a specialist in burgers at all, I'm just doing my best to think here, would be George Floyd, inclusion, diversity. And then the fourth layer is obviously everyone's invited. So you've got 3 additional factors that are all important for safeguarding in that one bun that you have to deal with. If you're a cake person, that would have been cakes and layers and different jams and buttercream. But
can I just add 2 other layers onto it?
Can I add 2 other? Yes, you can.
Mental health. I mean, now I think it's just starting to come. The cream is just starting to go on top of this cake, or the sesame seeds are just starting to drop. The mental health, the last few weeks, months, it's starting to show, really. And the other one I want to do, maybe the sauce, tomato ketchup, domestic abuse. I mean,
yeah.
I think that we knew it was there, but I didn't think we realised how much
and
it was there.
And it's interesting. And it's interesting because I'm thinking, is it because there's more conversation about it that people are able to add it to the table, like the salt and pepper, if you're still thinking about the burger, or actually, or the something so sweet in that sense, or because it's easier to talk about something like everyone's invited, for example. Talking about it now is easier rather than maybe 2 years ago, even a year ago, because someone will understand it rather than explaining it, the awkwardness of it. So interesting. And again, I don't know if I shared this in our last thing. I could have done, but I'm showing it to a lot of meetings now. This is the person who did the consent teacup. She's now got a book, and why I like it, it just brings it into, it's only about £6 to £7, but it's a really good one for even from primary early years, because she's done it in a way that is really simple but effective. So please, colleagues, I think we know that the 14 months have been quite challenging. What have you learned from it? So what have you learned from that, Kerry, in your role?
I think I've learned that I've had to use my team. I've got to share and use my team to do a lot more work, perhaps that I didn't do in the past. I think I've also learned that I feel that we've raised awareness, like you said, but now it's almost like now.
Definitely.
I think what else I think I've also learned the computer systems and tracking and things like that, but I don't think I've got the brilliance of that yet. I still think there's more that I could be doing with tracking and giving people space, not expecting them to be able to refer straight away, building trust, and that's taking a little bit longer at the moment.
Are you there?
But I think isolation and.
Are you there?
I can't do.
We just heard a bit of you. You were in and out there. You were just in and out
Sorry.
there. It's okay. Don't worry. Maybe just summarise it in a bit, in the sense of what you just cut out on that bit.
Isolation. I think that's a big thing.
Okay.
Learning to share.
Definitely. I like the fact that you said you use your team, because I've noticed that there's been an increase of people wanting DSL training, or people that have been trained to DSL levels that are not going to be the DSL to be part of the team. So I'm glad that I've seen that, because absolutely it's about you as a DSL instructing another person to fulfill a task and get back to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also,
okay.
Go on. Okay.
No, that's it.
No problem. Thank you. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.